Trains, planes, and automobiles. We are talking a little bit about travel today on Find Your Fit with Deanna. Hey, I'm Deanna. We are looking at how we feel after travel. And what I mean by that is time and again, when I have had myself, my family, clients go on vacation, oftentimes we come back feeling, relaxed and all those great things, but our body often can feel kind of creaky because you've spent time sitting funny, maybe on a train, a plane, driving. You've been sleeping in a different bed than you're used to. You've been doing different activities, right? And oftentimes we can feel just that kind of creaky. Things are a little bit, sticky, not moving as well. So today I'm going to offer you just a really quick stretch flow that you're able to do anywhere. If you are at the airport waiting for your baggage to come down that carousel, you might look a little bit funny, but who cares? It's your body and your health. Who cares what other people think? So let's do something that's really quick. And if you don't want to do it in the middle of the airport, pick the time when you get to your hotel, when you get home, whatever the case is, to just go through a little bit of that. So with me, if you would, let yourself just stand nice and tall. The first thing I want you to think about is what you've just been doing. For example, if you've been sitting, crunched and crouched and all those things, I need you to lengthen up out of that really pretzel-like position, right? So whether you're joining me seated or standing, just think about lengthening from wherever works for you. Open up to the hip, lift the rib cage, lift the chest, open the arms, and then bring yourself back just to your neutral, okay? So lengthen first. Now, give me a little bounce here and a little bit of a shake. I want you to not purposefully, effortfully lift and lower your shoulders. I want you to let them bounce a little bit, okay? Just shaking out any of that sort of tension, creakiness that you got. I know we feel a little bit silly. Are you standing? I would love that. I would love for you to send me a picture or a video you doing this at the airport. Like, that is worth some free personal training, let me tell you. Okay, so let yourself come back here. Now, of issue, often we find upper traps, mid back, hips, lower back. So let's look at how we could do a little stretch for those. Take one palm, push the palm down towards the floor, tip your head away, and then come on back. Now, this is going to be effortfully pulling the shoulder blade down, tip your head away. Good. And we're going to go back and forth between these sides. Push down, tip away. Now, what I will say is if you are feeling any tingling in your hands, fingers, I want you to remove the neck tip here. So if that's uncomfortable, get a little bit of a tingle, then I want you to just let your arm push down, but don't tip your head away, okay? So let's do a few more here. Exhale, back up, exhale, back to center. You know, the little shake if you would. Bring the hands together. Your palms are going to face you. You clasp your fingers. Sink your sternum in, round out that mid back. That's right. And then come back. Your arms come just W, open up. And you move through those two. Clasp and round. And then up. And honestly, you know what, everybody? If you have been, I don't know, sitting at your desk, working, anything like that, anytime you've been seated, these are just great movements to go through to get some of that movement back in, get some blood flow to those areas, and get out some of those creaky feelings. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's upper traps, that's mid back. Give me a little shake. Low back. Bring your feet apart, bring your hands to your thighs. Give me a little mini squat here and hold. Now we're going to round. It's like that cat stretch I bet you've done at some point. And release. Okay, so we're just going to round that low back and release. Tucking in your tailbone, tucking in the top of the head. But I also want you to just think about like where, or you might feel quite stiff and uncomfortable. So you're going only through a range of motion that feels comfortable that you go, oh yeah, that feels better, okay? If things are really tight and you go and you think, oh dear, that doesn't feel right, I don't want you to push past that, right? Let's come all the way up this time, everybody. Awesome. Let's look at those hips. Let's take your feet a little bit, wherever you naturally sort of stand. Could you go just a little wider than that? A little kick across. You got it. If you are doing this around other folks, please make sure you don't kick anybody. You got it. And let's maybe now grab a pointed anchor if you can and do a little hip circle. You choose what height. Maybe it's a little bit lower, medium, maybe a little bit larger. Let's go the other way. You got it. Tuck in. Second side. A little lower. Good. A little bigger. Again, whatever's working for you, go the other way. Excellent. Back to center. Find your neutral position. Open up one more time, just like we did at the beginning. And you squat if you would to whatever depth works for you. A really big stretch here. Up. Another inhale. Exhale. Just come down to that W. Let's do one more time, everybody. Good. And exhale and release. So only a few minutes, right? Just to get some of that length back up. And really in particular, folks, pay attention to how you're carrying your suitcase, luggage, etc. Kids, whatever the case is, we do really funny things that make us quite shifted. And so if you've been carrying a kid on that side, carrying a bag on that side, spend a bit more time on these exercises and stretches on that side of the body, okay? Cheering you on, and I hope you have had a great time traveling. See you soon.